Hi folks, this is your MWIS Fleeting View for the weekend ahead in association with Petzl. Looking at Friday first of all, and once again we have a lot of low cloud and murk across the country. West Wales again faring best, the darker colours on this chart indicating where there's some holes in that cloud sheet, so some sunshine may be coming through. Across Scotland, a bit more complicated than this chart might suggest, in that with the south to southeasterly airflow, it is again the more southern parts of the Highlands more prone to that fog and low cloud on the mountains, whereas further north the cloud sheet may be a little bit more broken up, a lot of high cloud, so not too much in the way of sunshine, but a better chance of some higher slopes being away from the fog. Some patchy drizzle in places, but a substantially dry day. Bit gusty with the wind close to the western coasts around Skye. For England, we will see again a lot of low cloud and some fog, but that may just break up a bit as the day goes on, as the easterly wind begins to strengthen, particularly across the Peak District and southern half of the Pennines. For the lakes, there will be some cloud banks and some fog banks which may drift around some higher slopes. Some breaks will be around, typically best towards north-western fells. Now heading onwards into the weekend, and chillier air is starting to arrive from the east. And for England and Wales, that also brings some drier air, so a better chance for some brighter skies, less in the way of fog, still fairly cloudy, but more likely to see some breaks towards higher hill slopes. Do be aware of a very keen easterly wind, particularly across Wales. For Scotland, we have a complication of a fairly weak front that's draped in across the Highlands. Now, a bit of uncertainty on its exact position, but the potential for some rain, sleet and snow to be around within that general area. Now on its sort of eastern side, where the chillier air is arriving against it, more likely to turn to snow flurries, perhaps even down to 700 metres or so across the mountains, not amounting to a huge snowfall in total, but may just persist over a few hours, so the potential for giving a covering. Further towards the west coast, the northwest Highlands, with the temperature still being fairly mild here, more likely rain towards higher slopes, maybe a little bit sleety at times later on in the day. That feature tending to retreat westwards and fizzle out into Saturday night. Chillier air extends to all regions then as we go onwards into Sunday. Terrain broadly frozen, above around 700 or 800 metres, maybe a bit higher than that near to the west coast of Scotland, perhaps a bit lower across parts of East Wales and the Pennines. We'll have that chilly easterly feed coming in then, with some showers coming in off the North Sea. Those will be some snow flurries on the higher terrain of the Pennines. One or two may reach East Wales, but much of West Wales stays dry, and a good part of Scotland looks like having a dry day as well, with some brighter skies and higher cloud bases. A bit of sunshine best in the west. Some snow flurries quite possible across eastern hills, generally amounting to very little. The distinctly chilly feel is one to bear in mind. The brisk easterly wind over England and Wales in particular will give a significant wind chill factor on exposed higher terrain. Potential later in the day for a front just toward the north of Scotland to move in, and that may give some upland snow as we head overnight into Monday, but quite a bit of uncertainty with that one at this stage. The basic message going forwards is going to be a chilly one, with the mountains very much in winter condition as we go into next week. Tomorrow's winter planner video will have more details on that, but for today that is your Fleeting View in association with Petzl. Thanks for watching.